Are you still working at the garbage dump? I'm so embarrassed that my brother is married to you. Maria, what a way to greet me. What do you need? You haven't answered my question yet. Are you ashamed that you work as a dustman? I'm not. I don't work as a dustman anymore. Didn't I tell you that I now run my own recycling business? Isn't that basically the same thing as a dustman? I mean, you're still dealing with garbage. I'm sorry, but I can't invite someone like you to my wedding. I don't want you to show up reeking of garbage. You're getting married. I didn't know that. Well, now you know. I'm engaged. I'm so in love with my fiancé. Well, that's great. Congratulations. When's the big day? You're not planning on coming, are you? I'm sorry, but you're not invited. I can't have people knowing that my sister-in-law works at a garbage dump. Why do you care so much what I do for a living? It's not nice to make fun of someone's job. You shouldn't be so condescending. Yeah, whatever. By the way, do you want to know who my fiancé is? You're gonna be so surprised when you find out who. I'm getting married to the son of a famous politician. Everyone in our neighborhood knows him. I see. You must be so proud of yourself. Are you jealous? My life is so much better than yours. You might be marrying into an important family, but that doesn't change who you are. Don't you feel miserable that while you spend your time around garbage, I'll be sitting inside my beautiful house sipping some wine? I love my job, so I'm not envious of your life. And I'm happily married to your brother. I don't compare my life to anyone else's. You're such a hypocrite, and it's irritating. I know that you're just being superficial. You can drop the act. You're the one that wants to feel more important by shaming me, but it's not working. I don't feel a thing. You're being rude to me, but I'm used to that by now, and I'm more than okay with not being invited to your wedding. That's good to know. I'm going to have an intimate wedding ceremony with close friends and family. And for the reception, we're inviting tons of people, including influential people from our neighborhood. I have so many things to do in my preparation for my lavish wedding. You don't need to come to the ceremony or the reception, though. Yes, I'm okay with that. I know that you really want to be there, but you're not going to fit in. It's sad that we're going to be living in two completely different worlds. I'm not sad. I'm happy with the life that I have. I'm annoyed that you think your life is so great. You don't know what you're missing. Well, I'm glad that we agreed that you won't be coming to my wedding. I don't need a trashy person like you to ruin my big day. There's no need for you to be so cruel to me. You need to work on that personality of yours before you get married.
Melanie, Maria tells me that you're not even coming to our marriage ceremony. But I think that you should be there.
Maria doesn't want me there. I think it's best that I don't attend.
But Maria's getting married to Nate's son.
You mean that politician? That's a problem. I've recently started a new project with Nate. Maybe I should go as one of the groom's guests.
Yes, I think you should. It'd be rude not to attend Nate's son's wedding. And Nate seems to know that you're my wife.
Oh, really? Did Maria tell him?
I don't think that she did. Maria doesn't seem to understand what you do for a living.
Yes, you're right. As a politician, I guess they would look into our family.
Uh-huh. So, you should be at the wedding.
That makes sense. I'm going to let Maria know that I'm going to be at the wedding after all. I hope that she doesn't get too upset about this. She's been ignoring my text messages lately. Hopefully when I explain the situation to her, she won't mind me being at the wedding.
Yes, I'm sure that she'll understand after you explain everything to her.
Okay, I'm going to get in touch with her now. It's nice that we get to attend the wedding together as a couple after all. You bitch! Why are you at my wedding? I told you not to come. I'm shocked, to say the least. How could you spill wine all over me? That was totally uncalled for. This is all your fault. I asked you not to come and you came anyway. I have every right to be furious with you right now. I'm glad that I kicked you out when I did. Didn't you notice that the groom's family was watching you spill wine on me? They don't care. They must have thought some homeless woman wandered into our wedding by mistake. I don't think that a homeless person would be wearing such a fancy dress. Look, I didn't invite you to the wedding and there's no place for you at the reception. Go home, you smelly woman. You really are a piece of trash, you know that? I don't want you to come anywhere near me. I hate you so much. You stink. I'm going to marry a politician. I can't be seen with a loser like you. I want you to leave me alone. You must think so lowly of yourself. Why do you feel the need to put me down so you can feel better about yourself? I've tried to get along with you because you're Todd's little sister, but I've had enough. Your behavior is inexcusable. How could you even think that I wanted you at my wedding? I don't want a dustman to come to my big celebration. It's too embarrassing. You got what you deserved when I spilled that wine on you. Now leave me alone and stop trying to sabotage my wedding. Fine, I'm leaving. I need to eliminate that hideous odor of yours. I hope that you're happy. I'm cutting you out of my life and I don't want anything to do with you anymore. You're just a stranger to me now. I'm more than happy to cut ties with you. Good riddance! Now I don't have to have a dustman as part of the family. You're gonna come to regret this, I assure you. I have 200 missed calls on my phone. Leave me alone! You're the one that didn't want anything to do with me. What could you possibly need from me? I don't plan on picking up a phone call from a complete stranger. Melanie, I need you to come back to my wedding venue now. What? I need you at my wedding. The situation's changed. Please do me a favor and come back. Let's sit down and talk. This was a big misunderstanding. I have nothing to say to you. Look, I made a mistake, okay? Can't you forgive me? No, I can't. I'm done talking to you. I left your wedding like you asked me to. What more do you want from me? You're being very selfish. I finally realized that you're not a dustman after all. Why didn't you tell me that you have a successful business? Does this mean that you collect garbage as a hobby then? I told you what I do for a living many times. You just don't want to listen or understand. My business is dedicated to finding effective ways of recycling garbage. I've been working with Nate's family on a government project to reduce trash and promote recycling. Nate's family knew that I was your sister-in-law, so it would have made sense for me to be at your wedding. But you didn't want me to come. I'm part of the reason why Nate's family allowed their son to get married to an unemployed person like you. So you're the reason why Nate proposed to me? I don't believe this! You basically said that I was a piece of trash. But isn't it ironic that you ended up getting engaged to a future politician because of me? I had no idea that you were the one that helped me get engaged to my fiancé. I'm sure that you didn't. Had you been more considerate, none of this would have happened. Please come back, Melanie. I'm really sorry about all the things that I said to you up until now. My fiancé and his family are furious with me, and my family doesn't know what to do. Can't you do this for Todd? Please come back. I don't want to cause any trouble for Todd or your parents, but there's no way that I'm going to forgive you for what you did to me. So you're not coming back to the wedding venue then? That's right. I don't ever want to see your face again after what you did to me. You make me sick. My wedding is going to be canceled. Please, this is an emergency. I'm sure that the wedding is going to be called off. That's inevitable. Who knows? Your family may not want anything to do with you anymore after. I wouldn't blame them. You created this mess. My family would never cut me off. They're my family. How do I fix this? You need to figure that out on your own. You're not a child. You can't make fun of a person and expect that they'll put up with it. There's no way I'm going to help you. Melanie, I'm in a lot of trouble. My brother just left the venue. He's livid and says that I'm no longer a sister to him. Why is this happening to me? I never expected things to turn out this way. Well, you need to deal with the reality of what is currently taking place. Todd is my husband. Of course he'd be angry that you spilled wine on me and kicked me out of the venue. Don't expect him to forgive you anytime soon. I guess that you're right. You're just gonna have to deal with this on your own. So that's it then? I'm on my own? I'm not going to give up so easily. I'm going to keep on calling you. Don't you want to speak to Nate's family in person? I mean, you're working with them. I'm going to speak to them directly and apologize to them for what happened. I don't want to be there when you cause another scene, and I can't stand to be in the same room as you. Don't say that, Melanie. We're family. No, we're not. Todd and I have cut all ties with you. You never wanted me at your wedding, and I'm not going to go just because you changed your mind. I guess you were smart to kick me out before your fancy reception began. None of your guests will know what a monster you truly are. Nate's family was lucky, too, because they didn't have to air their dirty laundry to their guests. What am I going to do now? That's not my problem. You can continue to call me if you want, but I won't pick up. Enjoy the rest of your wedding. Melanie, you used to be so nice to me. What happened? Don't you want me to be happy? Can't you come help me out? You're not my problem anymore. Stop pestering me. You should take this opportunity to grow up and take responsibility for your actions. I don't want to grow up. I like myself just the way I am right now. I want to marry into a prestigious family and drink wine from noon. Do what you want. It doesn't concern me. I'm sure that Nate's family will not make the mistake of having their son marry you. Good luck, Maria. You must be so glad that you got rid of me. I'm not. I want to be your little sister again. I didn't understand your job until today, but now I do. I respect you now, knowing that you're a successful business owner. Well, that means nothing to me. Goodbye, Maria. It was nice knowing you. Wait, Melanie, please don't do this! You mean less to me than trash. I have nothing more to say to you. I hope that your fiancé doesn't call off the wedding. Melanie and Todd cut Maria out of their lives, and Maria's wedding was called off. Maria was all alone with no hope. Even her parents didn't want anything to do with her. She had no place to live after her parents kicked her out of their house. Maria had never worked a day in her life, and she had no savings, so things were going to be very tough for her from that point on. Maria tried to ask for Melanie's help, but Melanie wanted nothing to do with her. Melanie said that she could hire Maria as a dustman, but she'd also have to live at the garbage dump. Of course, Maria didn't want that, so she chose to be homeless instead. Maria's family never heard from her again. We can't help but feel a little sorry for Maria, but she has to take responsibility